So now that you know a little bit more about me, I want to introduce you to Belle Vie Fitness and Dance as a company. So Belle Vie Fitness kind of had humble beginnings. It started in my dance studio called Praise Him with a Dance up in Delaware. I opened the dance studio when I was 19. I absolutely loved the experience, but through the whole experience, I realized I kind of wanted to move away from teaching just regular dance classes and move more into injury prevention, seeing as though my interests were just so much broader than just dance teaching. As a dancer, I noticed just so many injuries that would come into the classes, making dancers fall behind. I would notice that pre-professional dancers would barely start their careers before their bodies would start to break down. And then I also had students who would constantly get injured and sick because they didn't know how to properly care for their bodies outside of their dance training. So I kind of started thinking, I decided to get my certification in personal fitness training and honed in on my skills based on my background. I was very blessed from a very young age to be raised around a functional medicine practitioner and naturopathic doctor who taught me a lot about medicine, a lot about how functional medicine works, how I could apply that to my dance training and to just any client training that I do. And so that was a huge blessing for me at a very young age to be able to be raised that way. And I'm hugely blessed to be able to work side by side with her on a lot of clients now, currently. So it's a really amazing thing having that part of my business. But you know, I kind of went from a dance studio and then I decided to write a book. I wrote a dancer's diary, which is really comprehensive. It's perfect for dancers, but it still wasn't enough. I wanted to be more hands-on. And so I decided to start a whole new business called Belle Vie Fitness and Dance, where I could really focus on fitness and dance and nutrition. I love what I do. I work with preventative care. I believe that you should not, and it's not fair to offer you a bandage to cover up your issues. Instead, I believe that you should be offered solutions in order to prevent injury, to prevent illness, and to prevent further decline throughout your body. So the whole motto of Belle Vie Fitness is prevention of any kind of aging, disease, any breakdown. So eventually, I moved away from focusing just on dancers and I kind of broadened my horizons, and now I'm focusing on injury prevention for everybody. Because whether you are an athlete or a dancer or any kind of performer, you need injury prevention, and that's where functional fitness training comes in. Any kind of movements that you're doing in your daily life, that's the type of training you want to do. Strengthen the muscles you use every day to prevent injury in those areas. Common issues, shoulder injuries, hip injuries, you name it. Anybody can struggle from these issues, and that's why I provide what I provide. That's why I wanted to set up a business specifically dedicated to that. And on the nutrition side, my huge love is medicine. I love studying it. I don't have a degree in it, but I love studying it. I've loved the fact that I got to grow up with a grandmother who was a doctor and could teach me things. And so my nutrition side, I love studying the gut. That's like my favorite part to study. And so that's where I focus a lot of my efforts on for most of my clients. If you have a healthy gut, you're going to have a healthy rest of your body. And so I teach my clients this as well. And it's super important for dancers. You know, you've got to have the balanced hormones. You've got to have a healthy liver. You have healthy kidneys. You know, any kind of breakdown is going to cause a cascading effect. And so that's what I focus on as well. So again, prevention is the whole motto of this company. It is just the biggest focal point of why we work with our clients the way we do. Nothing is all the same. Everything is specifically tailored to each person's needs, and sometimes it changes. You know, we have people who have been on the 3-month protocols for 6 months, and throughout those 6 months they will change monthly, you know, because your body changes. And so that's the beauty of these programs, is that we change with you, and it makes our clients more confident in reaching their goals and more confident working with us. So the ultimate goal, obviously, for Belle Vie, it means a beautiful life, is to encourage a beautiful life, inside and out, to make you feel completely loved, completely cared for, not offering a bandage solution, but a permanent solution so that you can take charge of your health and fitness at home.